Um, Hello. I don't know how long this video will last. I hope it will last a while because I am going to rant. Not really, it's not really a rant. But people have asked to see what I have to say about regrets, truth, and Donald Trump. So today, or night, I'm going to talk about regrets. Now here's how I see it. No point in them. Words should have never been invented. Because in order to regret something, what regret means is to wish you didn't do something or you did do something. Okay, so if I regretted I don't regret anything, so this is hard. Oh, it's the way I see it is if you regret something, you wish you never did it or you did do it. And if you did or didn't do those things, if you did it or you didn't do it, then you would have never learned from that experience. And life's all about learning, making mistakes and learning from it so you don't do it again. Now, sometimes if you're like me, you have to make the mistake 20 times before you realize that I probably shouldn't do that anymore. Oh, here's one. When I was little, I stole like $80 from my mom, Jennifer. So I stole like $80 from her, right? And I mean, I'd stolen little things before, but I didn't think much of it. I stole $80, and I got in huge trouble. But if I had never did that, then I would have never realized that stealing was wrong. See, we do those things. Now you guys might, I regret dating him, and I regret fucking her, and blah 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 blah. Well, if you didn't do those things, then you wouldn't have learned something from it. So if you didn't date that douchebag for the 100th time, then you wouldn't have learned what you wanted in a relationship. You gotta date so many douchebags and so many bitches in order to realize what you want in a relationship. To finally be like, you know what, I think it's time to settle down. Time to stop using these people. Or whatever. My voice is sounding really weird. I don't know what's going on with it. Here's one. I dated Logan. Obviously, everyone knows that. I dated him. Dated him for 2 months. Thought I really cared about him. And I did. I did not love him. I wanted to settle down. And I thought that he wanted that too. Turns out he didn't. But I wanted to settle down. I wanted to be in a relationship for a long time. And he didn't want that. So, but I allowed him, thinking I want to get anyone better, that this is what I deserved. I deserved a shitty relationship. So I allowed him to emotionally and mentally abuse me. So I allowed that, and I thought I didn't deserve anything better. That's what I deserve. And that's what most victims or survivors of abuse are like. They get out of that. They grew up around it. They get out of that. But every relationship after that, that's what they're drawn to other people like that. And I had never been like that. I'd never really truly been in a relationship with that. So I didn't really catch on to it until towards the end when I realized what he was doing, and I confronted him about it. And he got better, but he didn't really want me, so then he dumped me. And me and Tanner had talked before me and Logan started dating, but Tanner thought I didn't want to talk to him anymore, so he stopped talking to me. Well, like the last week of me and Logan's relationship, he came back, and we were talking. And one day I was being really short, and he asked me what was wrong, and I told him. And he just went on a rampage about how I deserve better, and I'm special. And that's all my friends and my family have been telling me is I deserve better. But I didn't see it. I didn't get it until Tanner said it. And the way Tanner spoke, the words that he chose, made me see that I do deserve better. I don't deserve to be put in a relationship like that. And that helped me get over Logan. It's pretty easy to get over someone you didn't really love. I cared about him. I really did. But I was more in love with the idea of a relationship And I cared more about the idea of a relationship and the happiness than I did about the actual relationship and us. That's why it was so easy. But anyways, so if I never dated him, Tanner may have never even told me how much I deserve. I deserve better. I would have never learned. So I can't regret that. If I don't know what my hair's doing. Sorry. My first love, I guess you could say, his name's Noah. And if I had never dated him, I would have probably not realized what it was like to love or interact with the opposite gender. I would have comprehended that. And although he was a douche, he was a good guy in general. He just did not act like it. And I could see that. And he helped me a lot. And if it wasn't for him, I may not be able to show my affection and my love now towards other people. So if I regretted never dating him, then I want to be able to do that now. If you regretted going to a school, you would have never learned things. Certain things you may have learned there. I didn't want to go to battle. I should have fought harder. I could have stayed at Hickman. I probably would have been better off at Hickman, but I learned a lot at battle. I made some really wonderful friends. And although we may not see each other every day, and we might not talk every day, we know we can count on each other when we need someone to talk to. I can count on Adam. I can count on Noah. I can count on Michelle. I can count on Lindsay, even though me and her don't really talk at all. I can count on all you guys that I met. I've become friends with. Leah, I can count on you. Everyone. Caroline, even though we never met in person. Anyone that I need to talk to. I know I can count on you. But I've never gone to battle. I would have never met you. And I would have got that. And you guys may even feel the same way. If I never went to battle, then you guys would have never met me. And if I've made a big impact on your life, then if I never went, then all this. Sometimes people wish they were never born. They regret being born. Well, you don't have control over that. But if you did, yeah, the moon would still be up every night. The sun would still rise. The stars would still come out. But your mom and dad wouldn't be the same. Whatever pet you have wouldn't be the same. Nothing would be the same. Don't regret something. I don't get it. I don't get why people do that. It's just an extra feeling you're gonna have. You already feel guilt. You already feel sadness and depression and sometimes happiness. And you already feel all these other emotions, especially girls and their hormones, and then guys when they hit puberty and all that shit. You already feel all these different emotions. So why would you add regret to that? Something happened. Even if you didn't study for a test, oh man, I wish I studied for that. I regret not doing that. If you didn't study for the test, you would have failed, and then you would have realized and see how important it is to study. See, you learn something. Every action you do, you learn something from it. It may be years down the road when you learn something from it, but you learn something from it. And that's just what I'm saying. You may be doing shit now, and you may regret it and be like, I didn't learn anything from that. 10 years down the road, you may meet somebody. You may look at something. You may get an animal. And someone or something is going to make you think about now. And you're going to learn what you did. Just like when you were walking, when you were little, learn to walk. You stand up by yourself and you fall. Oh, I probably should have held on to something. I'll hold on to this chair. I'll hold on to mommy and daddy's finger. You learn. And if you regret it, you wish you never did it, or you did do it. And if you did or didn't do it, you would have never learned. Good night, guys.